All right, it's the next day. Boy, 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 do I have news for y'all. No, no, it's not that I took a loss, even though I did. I broke my rules again. But don't be too quick to judge. Let me explain. Let me get into it. So, this is what I saw when I woke up. Price still bullish, moving sideways. We got the sell off yesterday, so I didn't think that was gonna happen today. But in the event that it did, I was gonna be ready to get that buy, right? But I was only set on buys if we touch this support again, like like to a T. So when we started, when price opened, when market opened, it was just a big doji, and then we got a nice bullish candle, and we didn't quite yet touch this resistance. Like price moved around, but it still had space to touch here. So I knew that was a possibility, but I didn't want to jump in and get swept out. So I was pretty adamant that it needed touch here for me to get in. Like if it just ran up, that wasn't my trade. So, but I did. The second play on the day for me was if this didn't get hit, I was gonna sell at this resistance up here. So how I got that zone is just again support and resistance. We got multiple touches. All right, so I was like, all right, that's a pretty decent zone. At this point, so price shot up. It looked like that, right? We got this crazy red candle that just got rejected completely. It made this big old shooting star. And I was like, okay. That still didn't scare me out though. I was still committed to the sell. Even though it was obviously bullish today, I was like, I want my sell. But I ain't delusional though. I wasn't about to go for like a 1 to 3. Like this was counter trend. So I was cool just taking a 1 to 1. And at the time, we still didn't have the pullback, even though this created a huge wick, we still didn't pull back at all. So once we got this rejection up here, I was cool taking this sell, which I did, but I was watching it and I closed early again. Again. I was like, dang, how am I gonna go on YouTube now and tell everybody that I'm out here breaking my rules every day? Right? And they gonna say, oh, I know he on. Say, nah, I don't be doing that normally. But I did it again. I was like, dang. So yeah, I wasn't even like upset or nothing. I was actually cool with this. If I would have just hit the 1 to 1, I would have been done for the day. But we shot up a little bit more. I'm still watching at this point, and I saw a head and shoulders. So this was the head, and this was left shoulder, and I didn't consider this the right shoulder, but that's why I didn't take this evening star because this is a real sexy setup too, right here. But I was like, I didn't mark like this or something. And then I thought that this morning star could just chop around and then maybe give us another candle like this, and I would have got in for the sell. But that never happened. It just kept going up. So I was aware of this resistance too. Um, Obviously, price wasn't there when I took this trade right here, but I was looking at it as like playing off of this wick here. So now it's pretty obvious that like, oh yeah, well, price already went down and they didn't manage to get down past here. But you feel me? Oh, I was just looking for sales. So, and of course, this one I left alone. I ain't intervened with this one, and of course, I got stopped out. But that was all good. And then I know you're curious about this, all these arrows right here. Um, Once we actually did get up to this resistance, we got this candle, which would have been nice. So I took it, but then I realized like it was past my session. It was 12 o'clock, so I was done for the day. So I just closed it at break even. I ain't even let it play out, and it would have been a loss, as you can see. But yeah, so break even, loss, and then early close. Yeah, but don't count me out yet though. I already know how what I'm about to do tomorrow. Don't count me out. Don't count me out. All right, on to the next one.